I do want to give you just a couple of highlights of what we heard today about our theme, which is partnerships and creative coalitions. And boy, we've heard a lot. First of all, we heard a Democratic Secretary of Homeland Security and a Republican Secretary of Defense saying how much they share the same values. I think maybe declaring their love for each other. We talked a lot about the really unusual and important coalition that pushed back that horrible Iranian attack on Israel, Iraq, Jordan, Saudi Arabia, the UAE, the US, and the UK. That is really impressive. We had conversations about how the Defense Innovation Unit and the Special Forces are working together with young companies to create counter-drone capabilities. David Miliband up here from the IRC and Rockefeller were talking about how international humanitarian agencies need to work more closely together with environmental NGOs, and I think I heard them talking afterwards, they're going to start doing more together. We heard early this morning about the entry of the private sector into space, not only space launch, but clusters of satellites that will make our capability more resilient and helping to keep the assets that are already up there safe. So we're learning a lot about creative partnerships and coalitions. You guys have had a long day. You stuck with us. We're so grateful to you. You all deserve a glass of wine and a drink. I hope you enjoy yourselves. We have, I know everyone is peeling off for different dinners. We have one more really important talk tonight for those who would like to grab a glass of wine in the back and then join us back here. And that is, we have our chairman, Joe Nye, who has a really wonderful book out. And this is one of my favorite books on foreign policy that I've read in a long time. He writes about his life in the American century, but you will learn things from this book that you didn't know about Joe and I, like when he lived in Africa, when he and Molly lived in Latin America. And Joe, I was going to call you the Forrest Gump of foreign policy, but it's actually so much better than that because you didn't just experience all of the great events that our great nation has had to handle in the last several decades, but Joe had such a huge role in shaping them that I hope you will go out there, grab a drink, come back in, and join us to hear Joe. Thank you all. We'll see you tomorrow morning.